Hey Internet, for this video I'm going to show the BitFenix Prodigy M Micro ATX Mini ITX case. This case runs around $90 on Amazon. Quite expensive, but it has a lot of style points. This case resembles an older Power Mac tower. It comes in different colors such as white, black, green, orange, red, and blue. This particular one I got is blue. Okay, let's get this out of the box. The BitFenix logo is in front of the case. So this is how it looks like in the front. Upon touching the case, it feels solid and sturdy. Everything feels really high quality. Rear, 5 PCI slots and a 120mm fan mount. The case includes 2 fans, one at the bottom and one at the rear. It includes thumb screws for the panels. Although it has many PCI slots, it does not have enough room to support SLI or Crossfire, unless you have really slim video cards or do some modifications to the case. The left side panel has 2 USB 3 ports, an audio and microphone jack, power and reset switches. The bottom part of the case allows airflow. There's actually a fan behind the screen. Since the height is raised in the case, air can freely flow from the bottom. Here's the inside of the case. That side panel is removable and holds 3 2.5-inch hard drives. Box with all the case screws. Here you can see the 2 included fans. These fans are surprisingly quiet. The top of the case opens up. You can also install 2 120mm fans here as well. As with micro ATX cases, depending on your build, it can get quite cramped in there. One annoying part of this case is the removal of the hard drive mount to be able to install or modify parts of the motherboard. I was a bit worried that my Cooler Master 212 wouldn't fit in because it's a bit tall and the hard drive mount is kind of blocking the way, but luckily it fit. Also, the power supply needs to be installed after the motherboard is mounted, otherwise it will block the motherboard from going in completely inside the case. SLI or Crossfire will be difficult to pull off in this case due to the limited space, but I think with some modifications to the case it can be possible. With all of that being said, I still really like the case. It looks nice and the style points alone make it worth buying over a much roomier mid-tower case. I recommend this case for anyone looking to build a stylish looking computer which parts will not be upgraded for a long time, or ever. Also, 1 video card only. If you're even imagining yourself attempting dual video cards someday, just don't go micro ATX. Get a larger form factor. As you can see, it can get pretty cramped inside the case when put together. Modular power supplies can make it less cluttered in there, so I suggest getting one as well if you end up getting this case. According to the case manual, it allows 4 3.5-inch hard drives, but I couldn't really find where to mount them, and my box didn't include any adapters. So, word of advice, go with 2.5-inch hard drives for this case. Aside from the annoying setup process with removing the hard drive mount and power supply, everything about this case is great. It's stylish and the airflow is actually quite good, even without a modular power supply. I'm getting consistent i7-6700K CPU idle temps of 30 Celsius and GTX 970 GPU idle temps of 40 Celsius. This case is great for one and done builds, like if you're building a computer for someone who doesn't know too much about building PCs and they're probably not gonna upgrade their components ever. I would probably not recommend this to someone who is consistently testing different computer parts. But those who do that usually don't use cases for their experiments anyways. And that's it. Hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching.